Okie dokie, we should be streaming right now, so we're all good to go. And to do one more thing I gotta do here. Connect streaming. I already did. That's interesting. Can someone go on YouTube and make sure that they see that I'm live here?
It's on.
It
It's
is?
on.
Okay. Um, then we're all good to go there. All right. Um, what y'all want to talk about, I guess? What we want to do. Um, Yesterday I went over the market um, as a whole, I guess all the market indicators. It's kind of a weird position here with the VIX. We could still see a more of a pullback here a little bit, which would tell me that the SPY is going to be maybe still going up. We'll see if we stay in this 30-minute channel here, which is just uh, slightly going up. We did have kind of this money grab right here, liquidity grab. So what created the low, the high was this move right here, or this one. So this is a targeted area, which would be the weekly expected high. Um, but all the market indicators, the dollar looks like it's still due for a pullback, and uh, I'm sorry guys, but when I'm streaming, I'm going live. If you guys don't, you know, have your mic muted and there's a bunch of stuff in the background, I'm just gonna kick you out. So, um, yeah. But with that said, I'm open for questions about anything. So, um, anything about indicators, um, anything. Granny, I heard you obtained the anchored VWAP. Did you get that on there?
I've been working on it a little bit. I'm
Okay.
not sure quite how to set it though.
Um,
I just set it in the settings.
yeah, you just go to your settings. You put it on, so it'll say Smart VWAP Alpha Trend, and you go to
Yep.
the gearbox,
Yep.
and then here's everything that you want it to show you, either yes or no, and you bring them up, and then to customize it, like for me, my money line, right, the charts volume, I got it
Okay.
dashed, and I have lime green or whatever you want to call that,
Okay.
and so that's your this one right here. That's your highest volume chart, anchored VWAP.
Okay. I will get that set. Thank you.
So uh, that's the real important one. Then for basics, I have the candle that is lowest on the chart in blue, and then in red I have that's anchored to the candle that's highest on the chart.
Okay. Good. Thank you.
Yep. And then you could go from there. Personally, I also like the. I mean, you could if you turn all of them on, you're gonna have spaghetti on here, and you're gonna forget what's what, at least for a while. But then you'll get to know, okay, yeah, what they are, But
I
for
I don't
me,
like cluttered screens.
yeah, but for me, I mean, I have blue as the monthly, so this is anchored to the beginning of the month, and the red is the beginning of the week. So right now, this
Okay.
ended, right? So next week, this is going to disappear, and then it's going to start, like maybe from right here.
Oh, okay, so you only have to set it once then.
You don't have to set it at all. It does it automatically for you.
Okay.
Yep. So if you notice, we know right here we had a down month, right? Because here's the monthly VWAP, and if you had the weekly VWAP as your stop loss, I mean you would have, like, remember Monday I had the 446. Well, Friday I had the 446s. I did quite well this week, on those.
Yeah.
So uh, it does all right.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
exciting. Thank you.
yeah. What else, guys?
Hey, Romo, this is Commonwealth. That anchored VWAP,
Yeah.
that's by Alpha Trends, and it's scripted by Scripts to Trade, right? Just want to make sure before I get it.
Script. I don't know if scripts to trade is if it's on the Alpha Trends website, then yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know how much it costs. I think it's like $70 or something like that. Um, but
Yeah, it's 147 now,
oh, okay, they
but
beefed
still
it
pretty
up a
good
little bit.
price.
Uh, the money, as far as I'm concerned, the money line alone is worth that much. I call it the money line. Again, what it is just the anchored VWAP to the candle that had the most volume on the chart. So, like, this is for the last 30 days, right? So, but if you go to the daily, this is the 1 year daily, it's right here. So it's set at 424. Um, the beauty of this is if you catch this on the lowest candle on the chart, right? So if you're on the daily, and let's say it's on the lowest candle on the chart, and you get the highest volume on that candle, that means it's a big run. Now here, obviously, it was a sign of a big run on a dip. But what you want to really wait to see, and I can't get a scanner to do this; it's too complex. But to scan for, like on the daily chart, a combination of the lowest candle on the chart and the highest volume candle at the same time. Because when I find that, it just it rips, and vice versa. When it's the highest volume on the highest candle on the chart, and it continues down on it, it breaks underneath it. It usually means that it's really coming down, and you'll want to get puts. So the tricky thing with this is, remember, it will continually repaint, right? So usually when it's at on the bottom and it starts coming up, it's going to rip. But it might come up a little bit, and then if it breaks below it, that's usually a higher volume it will be the uh, highest volume candle that broke, and so then it's up here, but and then it's underneath right away and it's going down again. But usually when it's especially on the daily or a longer chart, when it's the highest volume on the lowest candle, it really has a big rip. So that's why I like that, and vice versa. When I'm bullish on something, then I see a really high candle and it's the highest volume. Um, I'm cautious because if it starts to go under, it's usually going to go down. But if there's enough momentum, that's why you just don't always go by one indicator, a moving average, because um, that might just be maybe a liquidity grab. It comes back down, so it's under that anchored VWAP, and then it busts back up above it. So you want to keep that in mind, but and that happens more with the penny stocks that I find and everything. But usually, if it continues down below that money line, then I'll get out. I'll use that for indication that we're going to have a pretty big downturn on the daily chart. We'll have sometimes. Oh, um, boy, I got my garage guy here. Just a second, guys. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Of course, perfect timing. Got the garage doors done a lot quicker than I thought. So, all right. So that's that on the anchored VWAP, but very, very good system. And if you guys want to know more, I highly recommend watching Brian Shannon's videos, especially his market recap every Friday. He does one every Friday. He's an outstanding technician. He's a chartered market technician to CMT, and he knows his stuff. He's really, really good. And he uses Anchor VWAP system very much so, and combination of the basic 5. He's a big proponent, and so am I, a proponent of the 5-day, the daily moving average, the 5-day. So, good indication of where things are going. So, what else you guys got? Hello.
I'm trying to think.
Hey,
Timing
Ronbo,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
for the 5-day moving average, do you mean when you're looking at it from like a 5-day or from like a daily chart, or do you plot it with a different time frame if you're trading off the 15, or you mean strictly when you're looking at it from a daily chart?
No, it's the daily. Don't use simple moving. It's the daily moving average, DMA. And like here from the VIX, I'm on the 15-minute chart, but here's the daily moving average, 5-day right here. So see how it looks like stair steps instead of a smooth moving average. That's what it will look like.
Yeah, and that's a standard TD Ameritrade.
That's on anything. Yep, Trading View. It's just one of your defaults that you have. I don't have it on this type of chart. I think I have it on my trading channels. Yeah, here we go. So here I have the 20, I have the 50, and the 5-day. So right now, as we see with the SPY, the 5 days is going down. So that means we are bearish until proven otherwise. The 5 days getting very close to breaking. I think the blue is 50. Yeah. So the 20 already crossed over the 50, but now we're kind of basing. So when everything comes together here, you usually get, a consolidation area, and that's what we're doing right now. So we're not going to really see another move until we break this range right here. So it's going to be kind of choppy.
Okay, so you have the 5 and the 20.
520 and the 50. Yeah, on this specific chart. Like Granny said, she doesn't like a lot of stuff on a chart, and neither do I. And you're like, well, Ron, look at this, that's horrible. This gives me information, but if you notice up here, I have a bunch of different charts. So it's not like I trade from this chart, but I look at it because it tells me what's going on from that specific point of view. Then, I come over here and I have my deviations, right? So this is the daily, the deviations from the daily chart. So, I come and look at this and I'm like, okay, we're below the average. This is the average means price. This is the white line. It never goes past the 2.5 deviation. So like right here, right? Here's 1.5 deviation and we came below it. So, I use that, for that information. And then I have my Renko, and I have it set to 25 right now. So here, Renko, I usually have it a lot cleaner. I don't have, but I have the anchored VWAPs on it also. And then I have Bollinger Bands on it. And that's what I have for that information, because sometimes Renkos, I like to, it shows me where certain gaps are. Like right here, we had this gap from here all the way down to here, which so it's that move is unmitigated. So that's telling me that we're going to be we're going to fill that eventually. And funny that right where that is, we're up at 448 area. So it kind of gives me an idea of what's going on here. And then when I trade, as a lot of you guys, watch, this is my trading chart right here. Very clean. The only thing that I have on it is my monthlies and or my weekly, daily, monthly trading ranges. So like right here, and then my my channels, and that's about it. I have a super squeeze that I kind of look at, but that's what I trade for.
Can you show them how you trade off of a chart? I mean, like put in an order off of the chart. Do you do that? Or do that?
No, I don't. If you notice, I never, I say I got in or anything, but you don't see me doing an order on here, because you'll see my arrow. I go boom, and I come over here, and you might hear me typing or something like that. I order from. I have my on my other screen. I call it my momentum and trading screen. So I have a momentum chart. And then here's my options that I have on here. Like I was doing AMD 107s, and then I had I think the 439s I had up here getting ready for next week. I didn't get in on Friday, so so I have these orders all ready to go. And then from there, I could go to AMD, and I have it just set up OCO bracket. Here's 1 over 10 under. So I could really quickly just bam come up here. I I have it as a default on this certain kind of order. I only have 10. Okay. And it's automatically set for $1 over the price, and my stop is 10 cent under, and boom, I hit send, and I'm literally in 5 seconds when I do that. So that's what's going on that you don't see off screen. It's all done. I do everything on the other monitor. So, but
Okay, but you can trade off of your chart screen. I because I can't stream it on there, so I was wanting to know if you could show people what it actually looked like when you right clicked on your screen, your momentum, but just on your chart proper.
um,
On there, just on your chart, right? Click on your chart
uh
so people can see
oh,
what it does. What'd you do?
oh, there it is. That scared me. Okay. All right. So
Okay.
on your chart, same thing. You just right click, buy with those CO brackets. Um, Now here, when you go from the actual chart, it is for the instrument. All right, so I could buy one share. I guess you want to call it a SPY at 440. $441.
You can also, if you load on like for Spy, if you load your option
The options change.
chart,
Yeah, yeah,
yes, then you can still right click off of that and order your options off of that. That's what I was trying to get at.
yeah.
It's very simple.
It's very simple, but the way I have my chart set up, I'd have to come over here, and I don't want to do it because the last time I did it, it took me forever to undo it. Um, but I could put well. All right, I'll do it. So there's active trader right here.
You can do it that way too.
So um, you could do it that way.
That's how I trade is off the active trader, but I was just wanting you to do a demo for the
Oh no,
new
now I
people.
just did the nightmare again.
Oh no! Oh,
Why did I do that?
just close the active
Uh
trader
huh.
tab.
Just close it. How?
Well, it's on your screen. It has active trader on the right hand side. Don't you have it on your right? Make that window bigger, larger.
Yeah. Now
Okay.
what?
You should have active trader. That white on your far right, all the way down, where you see your red, one red. Okay, go over to the right, a little further on your bar. One more, right there. Go down a little bit. No, down, up. That white tab. Down. Move your
Down.
mouse here. Two more bars down. Two. Okay, now go right. Do you see that white line right there? Yes, click on that. Bring anything
Okay.
up?
That's
I should have.
scrolls. That's a
I
scroller.
should have brought that up. All right, then go into your settings. I have mine set to where it's automatically on my right hand side, so I can click on and off of it.
Yeah, but that's the thing, Granny. I don't have it. This isn't the standard screen. Okay, this isn't the standard screen of what you have up there. These are all individualized screens. And now, great, I got this stupid thing up here. So, um, again, this is for the instrument, though. I have this to buy the actual see the price. This isn't for options. So now I gotta try to
Okay.
get this piece of garbage out of here again.
I'm sorry. Mine's just on the screen. I don't know why.
It's because
It's on.
this is a specialized screen. See,
It's two
the
separate screens.
no,
So
actually,
it's
there's one, two, three,
three.
four, five, six of them. So you come over here and you can set up an individual screen. So now I can't get this gadget off.
Do you have that screen saved as a default, Ronbo, by name? Like I
Yeah,
have different setups. You just
it's up here.
go back to the original.
No, I can't because it takes away all the other ones I know. Believe me, I don't
No, I
want
mean
to.
Hey, Rambo.
the one you
Okay,
say.
click on the show slide to the right on that menu. It should pop it up. Same menu you were just on for the grid is
Here.
on the the same one where the two
Well, don't worry. I'll do it
boxes are at.
afterwards. I don't want. We're recording. It's not going to be. Dang. It's just a gadget. I want to get rid of the gadget. It shouldn't be that difficult, but it is. So, because I don't have every see if to take this. If I come up here and just to pick. It's hard to explain, but if I go back, um, I don't have each one of these saved. So if I come back up here and just wanted to use this, if I didn't have each one of these saved on all of my charts, they all go back to default, and I got to put everything back on. It's a pain. Damn, why did I do that?
Can you detach it and close it?
Well, see, technically, it is detached. So,
Okay.
geez, I knew I shouldn't have done that. All right. What else do you guys have?
This is good.
Rumble for the VIX chart right there. You have the harmonics and then the targets. Could you elaborate on what those two are or what you have on there?
The harmonic script is just a harmonic that's based off of the harmonic measurements. They're really based off of Fibonacci levels, kind of, and it gives you a reversal zone. The HOP is the harmonic optimum price right here, and you wait for it to break out of the reversal zone, and then if everything fits, then it will bring up the targets. That's
Okay.
in a nutshell what it does. I have two targets on here. I don't know why. There must be a smaller type of thing in here. I can't see another harmonic pattern, but
Did you get that off of ThinkScript or is it another one that I could
no.
purchase?
This is you got to go to the harmonic. I'm trying to remember the name of the website. I can't remember harmonic. Trading software. Yeah, the harmonictrader.com.
Cool, thank you.
Yep. They do have the version for TradingView. Um, this one that I have, uh, well, you can get it off their website. It's not as in depth as the one that they have on their site for TradingView and some other platforms. Which I'm kind of, I know the guy who made the script for Thinkorswim, and I'm trying to get him to put the shark pattern in. This one they don't have that in there yet, so.
And you still plot your 15, 30, 1 hour like channels, looks like,
My
for the VIX.
No, I don't. I don't do the. I just have support and resistance trend lines on here. I don't do channels per se on the VIX.
Okay.
All right. Wow, that's really gonna bother me. Um,
I'll send you a video how to get that off.
yeah, race gadgets. It's just been such a long time. That's it. I used to know all this stuff backwards and forwards, but I haven't messed with my platform in such a long time. I forgot so much of it. So, because I don't use this at all. Um, um, what else, guys? It is a
Very quick
powerful.
question.
Go ahead.
If you have an old channel that you have set up, say your yellow, well, it'd be a channel that's not on there, like a different channel going up or down, and it breaks out of that and stays out for a couple days. Do you always take that channel off, or if like the old channel is still there and it comes back down into that channel, is that still the channel, or is it
No,
obsolete now because it broke out?
it's obsolete. I don't use it.
Okay,
Yep.
I didn't know if it's still
Because
held
my
accountability.
yeah no my 30-minute, this is my 30-minute channel right here. So I had it coming down here just like that. And as soon as it broke, um, I'll
Toast.
see it's done, and I'll draw this pattern right here. Right.
So if it comes back down into that blue channel, like below the yellow lines, it still doesn't count?
No, because you're going to have different highs and lows, and so it might be more of a. So let's say it broke out here and then comes back in, like right here. Then that's going to be my channel.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, good to know. Cool.
Because what that determines, it shows you that the trend is changing. Now, that's the beauty of the channels. Because when you start seeing your whoops. Well, literally, like right here, when the channel breaks, and
Yeah.
then you redraw the channel, like right here, and then you start seeing it turn upward. Well, that tells you that the is changing until proven otherwise. And you got to be, and right here, when you have your channel just barely going up, you always have your support and resistance, your horizontals put in also. Okay. So right here, this tells you that we're ranging right here, we're basing for some reason, and of course, like I said before, it's because on the the VWAPs and everything, they're just going straight, and then on your the moving averages are getting close together. So we're going to range until we break above the five moving average, or we got awfully close to kissing it right here. Which so you have your break, and then you usually wait for a kiss, and once it kisses, then we start uh, making a break. Either way, that's the strategy. Just a second, guys.
No problem.
All right. So yeah, it's kind of funny because it's the same acronym as "Keep It Simple, Stupid," right? You wait for a kiss. So I don't know if I explained it well enough, but let's say here's your moving average right here, and you this um, your price is doing something like this, and then it breaks under, and you're like, oh, it broke under. I'm going to get in right here, puts, and then it comes back up, and you get stopped out, and you're, oh man, and then boom, then it goes. Okay, so usually wait for it to retest. It might go for a while, down here, and then come up. And this is going down, obviously, as this is going down, so it'd be farther down here like this. um, it might hit here and touch it, and then the big move happens. And flip side to the a bullish scenario.
Gotcha. Thanks, man.
Yeah, it's not a perfect system because no system is perfect, but that's awfully close to a touch right there. So we'll see what happens with that, but
Cool.
and what else?
Hey, Ronbo. I'm just wondering what your requirements are for a trend reversal, and also, is there a way to spot a fake trend reversal?
Well, you get into market structure. Yeah, you have to know the the market structure. So it gets a little tricky, but usually, let's see if I could find. La 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 la. Got everything mixed up here. Um, for some reason, when I turned it on this morning, all my icons just kind of freaked out. The market actions, market structure. It might be this one. No. Um, of course, this has got to happen today. Um, I wanted, yeah, I was last Saturday going to go through this, but here's high
Yeah. So I'll
probability.
be here next Saturday. I just wanted to know how you identify a trend reversal. The specific time, or just want to see what you have to say about it.
That's not it either. Wow, this is really a great day here. Let's see if it somehow, for some weird reason, it ended up on this screen. Um, no, I can't do it. Okay. So, wow, that's really going to bug me.
Mm.
Bearish liquidity. Why it did. It's It better not have deleted it. I'll be really ticked off if it did that. Okay, well, it's gonna be wow, that's disappointing. So what happened to my minute changes on here? Oh, it's all screwed up because of this. All right, I'll do it as good as I can. So
You.
you have a bullish trend, right? So it's putting in at least two lower highs and two higher lows, two higher highs. That you're in a bullish trend, right?
Is that in any specific time period?
No, does not matter. Market structure is fractal. What happens on the
Okay.
minute chart is the same in the 15, the 30, the 4 hour, daily, weekly. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
That this would have very easily shown it if I could have found that. And watch, I'm going to find it right away when I get out of here. So now when you put in, now here's inducement right here, and that's another story. But now all of a sudden you
Yeah, I
put in,
watched the video you sent on that.
now you put in a lower low. That's called the change of structure. Okay. When you put in a lower low and a lower high, lower low. Okay, now you have two lower lows, one lower high. So that's your break of structure or change of character. I'm sorry. Okay, now that could be a liquidity grab right here. Always have to have the context. You're bullish. Okay, so this could be a liquidity grab or a possible trend change. And how you're going to know, you have to be patient. You have to wait for the next high to come in. So right here, now what do you have? Two lower lows, two lower highs. That's what you wait for. Now you don't get in, okay, we got two lower lows, two lower highs, and it breaks right here. So you get in right here. Nope, you be patient. You wait for it to come back up, mitigate this low. And then on a lower time, see, because everything's fractal, let's say this is the 4 hour chart. When you see a break of structure to the downside, okay, someone's got their speakers up too high. I'm getting reverb. Then, so on the smaller time frame, like the 50-minute chart, you get a break of structure right here that looks like this. On the 50-minute chart, you have a break of structure right here. Then you get in, and yeah, now that's your trend change when you have a break of structure. So that's what I considered that. Now this could be the minute chart, right? So like this is the 15-minute chart, and then this would be your 1 minute chart break of structure. And you have to see what's going on, overall, like right now on the daily chart, where we had a bearish change of structure. So if I bring this over here, if you notice up here, it's got 1 day, 4 hour, 15 minute, 1 hour, 15 minute. I got on the daily a change of character. 4 hour, a bullish change of character. 1 hour, a bullish, a break of structure on the 1 hour, and a break of structure on the 15-minute, bearish. Okay, so we come to the daily. And here's your change of character right here. right? So higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. But right here, we had a change of character. We broke this low right here. So like what I said before, this could be a liquidity grab to break to the north side. But now we have a lower low and we have a lower high. So I'm not bearish on the overall market trend until we set in one more another lower low and a lower high, and then I know we're going to be coming down to fill these order blocks down here at 410, 391. Okay, so right now we're in a change of character, and we did get a retest. We bounced back up. So if you notice, we've had lower or higher high and higher lows on the smaller time frame on the 15-minute. So that's why you have to have patience for longer swings. You want confirmation. So if we bounce back up here and hit another higher high, now what do we have? A break of structure to the upside. Actually, not a break of structure, because we only have one, technically a lower low right here, a change of character, not a break of structure yet. So if we come, we break back up here, then boom, we have a bullish break of structure, just like right here and right down here. So we're kind of right smack in the middle of everything, of course, because look, we've been technically ranging since July 5th, right? We're still in the same area right here. So if you're really patient, you should wait to see if we put in a higher high or a lower low. And then you want to wait for mitigation, which is you have a higher high right here. It breaks the high. Now, in order for it to go higher, you want it to break down below this right here to mitigate. That will then break. Then you'll want to get in to calls to break that high. Then you get out because it's going to backtest to mitigate this high, and then it keeps going up. And see how it creates kind of like upward eights, like that. This is an 8 right here. That's an 8. This is an 8 right here. So that's what you look for pullbacks, and to go higher. Okay, change of character, like I said before, but change of character. Really, all we did is here higher highs, higher lows, and guess what? We have to come back and mitigate to go higher. And what did we do? Boom. Okay, but now we don't have the higher the move yet. Okay, now people are saying, well, we do have a higher high now. Actually, we don't. This was inducement right here, because technically, where's the higher high? The first higher high is right here. We broke this high right here. Okay, so now we have a higher high. Now this could just be a higher low. We mitigated this right here. So here's the next move up to break this high right here, to continue up. So we're in an iffy scenario right here, because we still have a low and we have a higher low right here. So, and we have a change of character. So technically we could be breaking to the south side, and then we got to mitigate this low. So we'll come back up here, and then we'll break down here, and then we got to come back to mitigate this area. Comes back up, and see now the 8s. See how the 8s were going up? Now the 8 zigzag, if what you want to call it. Now they're going down. So that's your trend change. And it's like that on no matter what chart you're looking at. And you have to be doing them on all your charts, right? So look at the daily. You have your recent trading range. The trading range is where you had the high that creates the change of character, right? So here's your trading range right now on the daily. It's 459.16 to 433 whatever, 433 433.25 or so. So we're not going to really know what's going on with this until we break to the upside or the downside of this range. Right? That's what it looks like on the daily chart. On the 15-minute chart, okay, we just had to break a structure to the downside. So here's your trading range, 447 down to 444 and change. Okay? So we'll wait and see what's gonna happen right here. So sometimes, depending on the move, the trading range is really big, and sometimes the trading range is really small. But some people, well, here, here's a low, then we had a higher high right here. But the overall leg, it is what you want to look at. What creates a change of character or break a structure to get your trading range.
So for you on the good explanation, by the way, for you on like the daily, the last chart you were on,
Yep.
and it's going to come back up, and I forget the word you used.
Mitigate.
Mitigate, and then comes back down, and then there's another break of structure on the daily. Does that tell you? Is that where you'd feel safe getting into like a week out calls or puts?
Yep,
Knowing that
you trade your
it's
chart.
done.
So if you're going from the daily, you're going to be doing swings. You're not going to be doing some, 1 day intraday
Yeah,
garbage.
yeah,
Right? So you're
yeah.
going to
Maybe
go
I
up
worded that wrong.
depending on your plan. That's going to determine, okay, I think it's going to come down to, like 419. Well, you're not going to get 1 week out. You're going to get, a couple months out or a month out or so,
Yeah.
determining, what you determine going by the average trading range, how long it might take to get down there. So, but right now, people are probably waiting right now to see the really patient ones. They want to see what's going to happen. Now, the thing is with anchored VWAPs, just like what I had up here, all the way through here, as soon as it breaks this anchored VWAP right here, which is set to the low on the 4-hour chart, once it breaks that, I'm probably going to wait for that retest to kiss that VWAP, and then we'll make a bigger turn down. But as long as we're above this, I'm bearish or bullish. And look at what happened right here. Thursday, we gapped down here, and we bounced right off it. So I'm not going to be really bullish until we or bearish until we break below this right here.
Okay.
Okay. Market structure, guys. Once it probably hit that reversal here, they probably some of them got pretty bearish right here, expecting the downward move to continue it's a change of character. So they're pretty aggressive. They're betting on it breaking the change of character and then having to break a structure, right? So they're getting in before officially it's considered a trend change.
Okay.
All right. So they probably have their stop losses right here. which tells you if the market breaks 450, 454, let's say, then you're going to be getting a lot of bullish bulls going long, to break 460.
Okay.
That's what we're looking at.
10-4, my man.
Yep. So yeah, next week's going to be fun because we're getting to the point where we're eventually going to break out of this range right here. And we're right smack in the middle of it, so you're getting a lot of liquidity, a lot of buys and sells going both ways, and someone's going to lose. Okay, guys, that's it for me today. I've got a lot of stuff going on today. So you guys have a good
I got to get ready
weekend.
for ball. You too, man.
Yep.
You too. Thank you.
Yep.
Thanks,
Take care,
Ronbo.
guys.
I'll send you that
Bye.
video to fix that thing you're trying to do.
Yes, please do.
Ronbo.
Yep.
Cheers, guys.
Bye, you guys. Take care.
Have a good weekend.